Get ready, because we're heading to Boynton Island, a sliver of land nestled between Florida's Choctawhatchee River and Dead Rivers. But this isn't your average camping trip. Legend has it, this island is haunted by the ghosts of Civil War raiders. Join us as we see if we can uncover the truth behind the tales. Let's get to it. Still having motor issues. I'm a little bummed about that. Bought in a brand new $300 and something fuel pump, and I mean it's running, but it's running like junk now. I'm wondering if maybe I got a fuel line loose, or I put the injectors back on wrong. Got it figured out. I had a fuel leak at the injector. See how this one's got an O-ring right there. That one's missing one. Yeah, I took these out to clean them. It probably fell out and I didn't notice. Somehow it fired up at the house. Like I did pull it and run it for just a second. And I made it down here. It's about 2 miles. I'm gonna go through my stuff and see if something's got an O-ring that's close. Some of my camera mounts and stuff have O-rings in them, so I'll try that out. All right. I bought some Thermacell refills, and it had a little rubber band on it, and I wrapped that dude around 5,000 times. So maybe that'll work. If this works, I was planning on going into the island. I'm gonna go back out and just camp up here on the right. That way, if I need to, I can call somebody. They can just come pick me up in the morning. It worked. I don't know how long it'll work. This is it. Not where I wanted to be, but all right, here's the campsite. Got a hammock between those 2 trees. Grass isn't too bad. That over there was more open, but my boat's right here, so I don't have a lot of time. Got her set up. Got my skeeter net. Got my Thermacell pouch. Then these kind of hold it open so you don't drown in the mosquito net. The little stakes that came with were not good, so I used the ones I brought. I typically run a cover tent. But since I'm only gonna be here tonight, and I got here late, and it's been pretty dry, so I'm just gonna run without it. So this little tree here was kind of right in the way, so it was dead. So I just chopped it down real quick, and look where the hogs have rubbed that thing to death. And you can see their little tooth marks in it. I mean, it's like smooth, like you've sanded that down. That's so crazy. Alright, check this out. Little tiny Georgia thumpers. Those things will get like that big, and basically nothing eats them. Like, you can throw them in the river and they'll just float down and climb back on the bank and keep on crawling. These little dead palmetto fans will light up quick. They don't last very long. So if you need a little light real quick, you can just grab one, throw it on there. Like if you're trying to look for some firewood. Got the steak cooking. Green beans by the fire. Alright, that one's a little well done, but didn't realize how hot that was getting. So I'm out here on Boynton Island. That is an island between Dead River and Choctawhatchee River. I've always heard that Boynton Island is haunted by the ghost of Mose Boynton and Jim Ward and his raiders. So Mose Boynton lived on the island during the Civil War, and just trying to stay out of the war. And then Jim Ward's raiders were doing the same thing pretty much, but they would run up and down the Choctawhatchee and like raid other towns. Apparently they burnt the courthouse in Elba, Alabama, and a bridge, and then retreated back to the island. I've always heard that, and I've always kind of wanted to camp out here at night because I've always heard you also will hear Mose playing his fiddle at night. We made it through the night. Didn't sleep very good. Got cold a couple times, and then about every time I got comfortable, I felt a tick crawling on me. So that's not fun. But I got a couple hours. Then I got up at like 4 and just got the fire going. Now I'm gonna try and make me some breakfast. And then Kristen is gonna meet me at the boat ramp with some O-rings so I can fix my boat. So I'll make some breakfast. I'll go explore out here a little bit. I got here when it's basically dark and I couldn't look around very much. But to me, like this There was a lot of logging done, like back in the 50s here. To me, this looks like a Y in a road. So I'm thinking there might be an old logging road. Alright, there's the finished product. Some sausage patties and a couple eggs. Alright, so our friends over at Cow sent us these like hiking boots or shoes. They're waterproof. Got super nice grip on the bottom, and they're really comfortable. Come with like 2 sets of insoles and like a thicker and a thinner. I put the thinner ones in these, and man, I've been wearing them all the time, like walking the dogs and stuff. So if y'all are interested in these, I'll put a link in the description. See how this looks like it's kind of been pushed out. Check that out. We got a bulldozer track. Here's the master link. So you would knock this pin out and knock this out, and then you could pull the track off the machine. So that being together tells me that that bulldozer probably threw the track or broke it. It looks broken actually. Here's some more parts. Whoa. I think I'll just stick on to this road here and keep on walking. Maybe we'll run into it. I think I see it. See right there. Oh wow. Just check out that thing. Oh wow, look how gigantic that tree is. That's gotta be one of the biggest pine trees I've ever seen out here. Like, so that's probably like a 15-inch track. Look at that dude. So I had always heard that it was a steam dozer, but this is definitely a diesel. See your injection pump. Here's the exhaust. A big old heavy 4-cylinder. Very cool. Radiator still in it, that's surprising. Goodness gracious. So I have no idea what kind of bulldozer this is, so if you guys know, let me know. I'll take and snap a few good pictures and edit them into the video like I did a couple videos ago. Look at that, it's got leaf springs under it. Somebody's been here. Definitely a diesel though. Super interesting. So, like I was telling y'all, this thing, you brake like a track, like as in like brakes on a car. You pull this lever back, it pulls a clutch down in here, I believe, and then it also brakes, stops this from rolling. So then this other track will just pivot you around. So imagine it being like this on this road, that maybe it broke something with that track, and then they were just using the drawbar to haul it out. Super cool, dude. But that's just a guess, I don't know. Yeah, if you know anything, like what model this thing is or whatever, I'd love to look it up. Look how heavy that stuff is. Well, that just makes last night worth it. Got a long walk back to the camp, and gonna get everything packed up, so we'll catch up with you all there. Here's one of those ticks. Man, I can't stand them things. I'm gonna go get this stuff put in the truck. Kristen bought my O-rings. She put them in my truck. And then I'm gonna fix the boat. And I wanna ride all the way down Dead River. I've not been all the way down it before, so I think I'll go all the way down, run in the spring run, and then come back up the other side of the island. And then we'll call it a day after that. There's that, I got the boat motor tore apart. There's that rubber band I used. It barely made it back. But I got some O-rings up here, so we'll get this thing stuck back together and we'll get back out there. Alright guys, got another product sponsor. Ehaho, same folks that sent us that LED whip light, sent us this aluminum trailer hitch. Super nice, like 4 inches adjustment. Comes with locks for the adjustment, and here my truck's a 1-ton, so it was a little wide for that lock they sent. But 2-inch ball, 2 and I think it's 5/16. I can't remember that one. But you just pull the pin, flip it. Super nice setup. We really appreciate them sending us some stuff. I'll put a link in the description if you're interested in checking this out. What we're going to do now is, so Red River and Choctawhatchee River join on the south end. I think what I'm going to do now, we used to camp down here on this sandbar. I want to go check it out, and then I'm going to skip the spring run and try to run the Boynton cutoff. So this was one of our original campsites. So I used to set my tent up right here, and now it's underwater. So Richard would hammock camp right over there, and then I think Skylar put his tent here, over there somewhere. Big this cypress tree. It's definitely an old growth tree. This probably wasn't cut down because of all the hollow spots in it. Like they really only wanted trees that were solid. And if you see a tree, like a cypress tree that's got a square cut out in it, that's where they came through and deadened the tree. Like they'll cut off that square in it to kill it, then they'll come back to cut it down. But if it was hollow and they put that square in it, then they just wouldn't mess with it. I believe that's how it works. Beautiful tree though. Check out all that hog rooting up. Those son of the guns will just cruise through and just eat absolutely everything in an area and then move on. And they'll stomp all the baby deer to death and rabbits, you know, anything in their path. It gets just destroyed. Alright, yeah, this is where I was wanting to camp at. I think this was an old hog trap. And so this little chunk of land is, when it was flooded, this was dry. So in my opinion, this is where I think Jim Ward and the Raiders put a hit out at. It's kind of hard to get to. You gotta go through the cutoff there, and then you have some nice secure high ground here. My buddy Jimmy brought up a good point that, like, if they were military people, even though they were deserters, so they would have picked like the best strategic place to hide out at, and I think this is it. I'm not gonna walk around too much because I've already picked 17 ticks off me. But yeah, I really wanted to get in here last night and camp. We made it. That's where we fixed the boat at yesterday. All right, y'all. It's gonna be the end of the tour of Boynton Island. Hope you liked this video. It's a little different. You know, checking out a little history. Got the boat running pretty good now, so that's good. Got a little camping trip in. I haven't done any like primitive camping in a couple years now, so that was fun. Let me know what y'all think. Do you think that spot was where Jim Ward and his Raiders lived?